All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to stream. How are we? What are we doing today? How's the energy? How's the vibe? How's everybody doing today? Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome in. Kevin, get out of the account. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How are you doing? What's the energy? What have you been up to? Just chilling in my home at the moment. That's a vibe. I just got done teaching a class, so I am also technically chilling in my home, you know. I hope you've all been well. It's been a while. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I have been streaming, since I have streamed. But I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all doing great. Doing dishes. So true. I need to do dishes after the stream. Roblox jump scare? How dare you? Mistaken iron golem for Roblox. Everybody point. How dare you? I'm joking. I didn't put in the effort to make this look more like an iron golem. Need an app after this. Same, except I probably won't, because I need to finish my demo from today, because I didn't finish it. But, you know. Hope you're all doing well today. As the stream title says, we're going to be drawing golems today. I'll be honest, I don't know why it says mixing technology. It's all fantasy. Golems are all fantasy, but we're going to be doing a water golem today, as per the poll. You guys voted for a water golem as those things, so I'm excited to draw some water. But we will be doing that today, so we'll be doing some fun texture things. I think that'll be silly. But yes, before we get started, we'd like to thank our sponsor for the stream, XP Pen, who have an awesome selection of digital art tablets for both beginners and advanced artists. So if you're looking for an affordable and reliable digital tablet, go browse their store. You'll find the link in the description of this video. And for those who don't know, our mission at Wing Canvas is to make art education easily accessible to everyone. So join us for free live stream lessons every week, because we're not just a YouTube channel, we are an online school of illustration, helping art nerds turn their passion into income. Shout out to our amazing students and members for supporting our mission. We love seeing your incredible artwork and watching your skills improve in our classes and our weekly critiques. And if you're an art nerd, be sure to join our Discord. Oops, I did these in reverse. Well, this is the membership one. If you're an art nerd, be sure to join our Discord. You can find our notes and artwork from streams, as well as art challenges and other resources to help you improve as an artist. Let me rearrange this then. Wonderful, fantastic. But yes, before we get into the illustration portion of today, we have our submissions. We have art submissions for today. It is the final week to submit for March of Robots. Every month we have a different topic where everybody can submit their artwork, and it has a chance to be featured on stream right before we begin. First one we have up here is by DJ Squirtle. I love the lighting on this one. I like the little source of light with the purple in the center, and then we've got like the bounce light up at the top here. I really enjoy this. I think this is really silly, and the perspective as well is really, really cute. Thanks so much for submitting. Next submission is by MC Cactus, a little robot ref sheet we've got going on here. I love robots. I love robots. I think that they're really cool. I mean, to be fair, it is March of Robots, so I expected robots. But I really like this design. I like that it's mostly like a cold blue, but you have like the yellow in there. The yellowish brown is like a nice, slightly warmer accent. It looks warmer by comparison to the rest of the colors, even though it is still technically a cold yellow. We have some cold undertones going on throughout, but I love the color palette a lot. I love the anatomy. Really fun stuff. Thanks so much for submitting. Last but not least, we've got Say Finn. Submission by Say Finn. I love cyborgs. I love robots. I love cyborgs. We love a good... she does not seem happy about the fact that she's a cyborg, but love that robotic arm. Really fun pose. Really, really neat design. Thanks so much for submitting. Thank you to all three of you for submitting. If you want to submit for your work to be possibly at the beginning of a stream later down the line, be sure to join our Discord, !Discord, for a chance to be featured. And we will have a new topic for the month of April for you guys next week. So be sure to submit your things for when Iggy streams in my place next week. Okay! Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Is golem time. Is golem time. Now, you guys wanted a water golem, and like there's several ways that you could go with that one. I, for one, have actually been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. So I do actually feel like... I don't feel like drawing an actual, like, Minecraft golem, but I kind of want to do something more cuboidal, because I think that that's funny. I made a... I've been playing Minecraft. I've been playing, like, pretty heavily modded Minecraft recently. I made a spherical aquarium in the sky, for fun. And I am kind of feeling like I want this water golem to kind of feel like an aquarium. A crazy good frame of reference due to my current hobby. Due to the current game that I'm playing a ton of with my partner, yeah. How do I start this? I'm kind of feeling like I want to make this a silly guy. I don't really feel like I want to make anybody, like, too serious. I'm kind of feeling like I want to make bro a little bit silly. My build is sick. Yeah, so the way that I play Minecraft, my partner is the one who goes out and gets things, and I am the builder. So he will go and, like, get me things, and I am always the one that stays back at the base. And builds, and then I'll ask him to bring me materials, and he will hunter and gatherer. But he is both the hunter and the gatherer. I am the one that stays home. I'm kind of feeling like I want this guy to be like kind of blobby. Probably make this. I was gonna say I want something more cuboidal. I lied. We're gonna just kind of make him. We're gonna make him blobby. He's gonna look like the giant from that one Porter Robinson music video from 2011, from Language in 2011. Maybe 3 people got that reference. Perhaps 3 people know what I'm talking about. I'll be honest, I don't really know how I feel about a lot of Skullgirls designs. It's not really my vibe. I think that they're fine, but they're not like... I'm not really in love with how those robots look. Or like how those characters are. I am very much like... When I love robots, I am very much like a... I really love robots when it's something different. And I'm a really big fan of, like, weird anatomy and stuff. It's the same thing with my creature design, too. Hi! Might make Reggies for every type, 'cause they kind of look like golems, with the exception of Regidrago to Regieleki. True. You should do a bug-type Regigigas and make it look like a pill bug. Just saying. Drawing an earth golem using a Minecrafty reference as well. I love that for you. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like I want this guy. Because water is not just... Like, you can just have him be water, or you can be cool and he can be like an aquarium. He's got partially water. And then we can have, like, his fingertips look like waves. He do kind of look like Baymax. He got that kind of round vibe to him that Baymax does. Aquarium golem. I am not good at drawing fish off the top of my head. There are a lot of animals that I'm like, I don't know how to draw them off the top of my head, so I make them look dumber to kind of, like, compensate. Like, this is how I draw fish all the time. If I'm not gonna look up a reference for how to draw the fish, this is how I draw the fish. Because I can't be bothered to look it up. Hello, welcome in. Round boy. That's real. I'm not gonna bother, you know? Now, the biggest problem is that I have to draw water today. Water is one of those ones where I'm like, we have a water tutorial. I'm not good at teaching water, I don't think. I don't really like that stream, just because I don't like how I taught in it. And, like, me personally, whenever I need to draw water, it sucks to hear it, but I'm just like, I don't know, I look up a reference and I figure it out. Like, I'm like, I don't really know how to teach it that well. So I kind of just, every time that I draw water, my method is a little bit different, because I straight up just don't always know how to do it. Line art, yeah. How much correction do you use? Like, smoothing? It depends. So, like, right now I have 19% on. It depends on what I'm, like, working with. It's something like, I've been working on a commission recently, and I don't have any smoothing or correction on that one. Because I work a little faster with that one, so, like, there's nothing really to correct. Like, here, I'll pull it up. Like, my job 2 work. There we go. Like, these lines, none of this had correction on it. Because I'm not finished, clearly. But, like, none of this had correction because I'm just, like, I'm moving so fast that, like, if I put on any kind of, like, smoothing or correction, I'm like, it will not look as good. And I'm like, it's just not gonna. So I'm like, I really like the way this book looks. I like this spell book right here. I think it looks awesome. But, yeah. I think people should commission me to draw more Tabaxi. I think I would enjoy that. Yeah, I think I should get more commissions to draw Tabaxi. More people should ask me to draw their Tabaxi, because I'll do it. I'm sick character designs. It wasn't technically not mine. It is a commission, so they designed it. They just asked me to draw it out. is from this D&D group that I get commissions from sometimes. Their DM is usually the one who commissions me, but like the players have been coming around to commission me lately, which makes me happy. I'm just like, yay! Because I love working with this group. They're really fun. Woo! Now that I've eaten and washed my hands, I can exist for real. That's super, super true. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you can exist for real right now. I'm pretty sure you existed for real before too, but... How long have you worked on that comp so far? I know you work quick. Well, the sketch was maybe 20 minutes, I want to say. The lines have been taking me a lot longer because I've been slowing down a lot. I want to say the lines so far have been maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Just because I've been like... I've been using my method where I work like twice as slow, but my lines look way better, which is then I listen to a lot of stories. The sketch itself was 20 minutes. Didn't take long at all. But the lines have been taking a lot longer as of late. Thank you. I want to make a bead bracelet. What should it say? Goldfish. Why say that? Because I have a bag of goldfish on my desk. And I think you should make them goldfish. What's a tabaxi? In D&D, it's a cat person. Who's my favorite robot character? That's hard. I don't really have one. Because it's not like robots are like my #1 favorite thing. I like robots, but I'm not like super into... I guess if they count, if Transformers count, my favorite was always Soundwave. I like Soundwave because I really like Laserbeak. I'm like, I know there's an Autobot equivalent to Soundwave, but he's not as cool because he just has men. I'm like, I like Laserbeak because it's a... What does he have? He has Laserbeak and Prowler, I think. And Laserbeak is a bird, and Prowler, I think his Prowler is like a jaguar, and I'm like, those are so much cooler. I'm like, why is the Autobot one just people? I want more animals. They're cooler. Yeah, Soundwave is the best one. Soundwave is the best Transformer. I don't care what anybody says. Soundwave is the best one. What would a bug type Reggie be? You'd be a pill bug. Be an isopod. Never drawn robots in fantasy. We did fantasy robots previously. See, technically this is a golem, and we might heads up, Kevin/Joe, we might have to change the name of this live stream afterwards. Golems are not tech-based. They are all fantasy. I don't know why. But yeah, it's fantasy tech is really fun because it's like, it isn't all cyberpunk, but it also isn't all, like, medieval fantasy. So, like, you kind of get a mix of the both, and it's kind of steampunky, and that's really cool. I changed the title, don't worry. Okay, thanks. Work with the steampunk golem. Yeah, I'm like, I saw the title, and I was like, that's not. I don't think that's correct. But, you know, it's okay. Yeah, because golems traditionally are very, very fantasy-based. They're, like, summons from, like, witches and wizards and things like that. They're not really... They're like homunculus in that way. But, like, usually elemental. Golem. If I was a Transformer, what vehicle would I use as a disguise? Trick question, it would not be a vehicle. My robotic thing would... You know what? I would probably be, like... I'd probably be like a humidifier or something. Like a or an alarm clock. I don't know. Ravage! Thank you! Okay, I don't know, Prowler, that's Spider-Man. No, I was like, I can never remember Ravage's name. Yeah, Laserbeak is my favorite, but Ravage is also really cool. My dad has, yeah. Transformer that transforms into a toy robot, that's real. I mean, I loved the Dinobots. I'd want to be like Grimlock, I guess. I'd be like a T-Rex. Oh yeah, I guess this is super like for those who have trypophobia. I'm sorry. Yeah, because alarm clock is so funny. Like, could you imagine, like, you come across, like, this technology, and it's, like, these robots, and they can transform into any technology, and you're like, what does this one transform into? And it's an alarm clock. Like, it's the most basic, like, it's so funny. Like, it's so funny. Combiner transformer? Which ones are those? Is that, like, oh, no, I can't remember their names. You mean the ones where it's like they're multiple guys and they turn into one big guy? The only one that I know is the green and purple guys from the 80s. I don't... Yeah, the little ones that become the big ones. Okay. I only know the ones that are like green and purple from the 80s. We used to have the full set of them, and I don't remember what they're called. I'm very like... My father is the one who introduced me to Transformers, so I know the Transformers best when they were from the 80s. Ironically. What am I drawing? I'm drawing a water golem. He's gonna look like a little aquarium, so there's gonna be like coral and stuff on his insides, and I'm gonna have little fish swimming around. I haven't eaten all day. What should I munch on, chat? Grill yourself a cheese. Grilled cheese. Nothing beats a good grilled cheese. How do you come up with your own original fantasy stuff? All fantasy is based in reality in some way, shape, or form. Like, usually it is best to start with something kind of realistic and then add elements to that. A good example is Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter monsters, obviously, they're monsters. They don't exist. Those of you who've been playing Monster Hunter Wilds, anything like that, one of the, slight spoilers, one of the monsters that are in there is based on an electric eel. It is a dragon that is not only a wyvern, but it is also a railgun, and it has the anatomy of an electric eel. Which is really cool. Like somebody broke it down and showed like the different like anatomical bits of its insides, and I think that's super cool. And again, like electric eels exist, and so do railguns, and so but wyverns don't, obviously. But it's rooted in reality in some way, and its anatomy is real in some way, but it is still a fantasy creature. So let the world inspire you. Let nature inspire you. And you'll find that like very little is cooler than the stuff that nature has already come up with. So you might find some really, really cool stuff. A previous stream that we did that was based on snow. It was like snow and ice. On the spot, I came up with like lore about snow and like used the idea that no two snowflakes are the same. And translated that to like no two strings of DNA are the same either. So I made up this fantasy thing. I was like, okay, what if snow was actually just DNA? It's like slow acting DNA. And it makes these creatures really, really slowly. It's a very rapid evolution, but because snow melts so fast, it doesn't have enough time to make the really big hostile monsters that it wants to. And that's why the Arctic is so dangerous, because the snow there has had time to become something bigger and something greater, right? And that's, again, it's fantasy, that's not real, but it's rooted in real ideas and real concepts. So try and think that way. Try and think in the way of, like, try and let yourself be inspired by the world around you. There you go. Yeah, no, I'm not the animator. Josh is the animator. Slush kinda gives you trypophobia. It's his inside, they're corals! What's my favorite D&D race to draw? Dragonborn. I'm so biased towards Dragonborn. I love Dragonborn, very closely followed up by Tabaxi. Even though I draw elves all the time, like I draw elves so often, my favorites are absolutely like the more animalistic ones. Just because like I find that anatomy really fun. I'm the type who likes to, rather than lean on the people, I like to lean on the animal. So rather than make them look like, oh, it's a dude with an animal head, I like to make them kind of look like, what do you call it? Rather than make them look like just a dude with an animal head, I like to make them look like that animal standing on its hind legs. There's another tabaxi that I've been working on recently for a different commission, and like, hang on. Ugh. For those who know anything about D&D. There's another tabaxi I've been working on. This one's tiger. But you can see the anatomy, right? How these legs are very, very small. The torso is really, really long. And, like, if you've ever seen a cat stand on its hind legs or anything like that, that's because it, like, the torso is really long and the arms are usually about the same length as the legs, so that, like, you know, they can walk on all fours. Because technically it's not supposed to be supported on two legs, so it looks a little bit awkward, but I love messing with anatomy like this. I think it's more fun to work with it in that way. And very similar to Dragonborn as well. They are dragons, so it's like, it's not like there's like any like real rooted anatomy, I guess, but I really like pushing that as well, you know. Like, I don't want them to just be dudes. I want it to look like they are, like, dragons on their hind legs. Like, I don't want it to just be a person. I want the digitigrade legs. I want the weird claws. I want the crazy long legs, the longer torsos, that kind of thing. Like, this is the kind of stuff that I enjoy, right? I really like Alizar. Alizar's design is my favorite. Alizar followed by Petri. Those two are my favorites. But yeah, I want my dragons to be weird. I don't want just some guy. I think that's really boring. Yeah, no worries. What's your favorite band? For me, it's Black Eyed Peas and Gorillaz. Those are crazy choices. Considering Black Eyed Peas has not made music since the early 2000s. Gorillaz is good, though. Porter Robinson. Not a band, but still my favorite. I don't really have a favorite band, I just have a favorite artist, and it's Porter Robinson. Glad you're learning. Coral's so cool. Thanks! I'm using no reference for as long as I can until I decide that I probably should use reference, which is going to be very soon, because I don't know how to draw berry coral. Usually go for somewhere between their usual bipedal proportions. I absolutely go for digitigrade legs if the animal in question has them. Yeah, I am like... First of all, you cannot go without digitigrade legs. That's the biggest failure of Baldur's Gate 3, was adding in Dragonborn and just giving them dude legs, which I understand in one way. I'm like, yeah, you gotta keep the model generally the same. But also, come on, man. we can have more fun than that. But yeah, digitigrade legs are just fun. But no, I'm a huge fan of making them way more animalistic. I think it's just more interesting. I do not know Sleep Token. Which one of Soundwave's tapes is Frenzy and which one is Rumble? Are those just the men? Then I don't pay attention to them. The only Soundwave ones that I care about are Laserbeak and Ravager. I did love the Dragonborn model there, otherwise they did better than like everyone else. Yeah, that's fair. I do like the head designs. I think those were cool. I wish there was an option for a thick, like, I don't think well, they didn't give them tails, did they? Which I guess traditionally Dragonborn don't have tails. Hang on. Dragonborn, Baldur's Gate 3. Let me double check. I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, no, they don't have tails. Traditionally they don't have tails. Oh no, they did! Give them tails! Or do they not have tails? Do you have the choice? Is there a choice? Just to give them tails, not to give them tails? I'm seeing a model with a tail, and I'm seeing a model without a tail. Oh, some of them have tails. Is there just, like, a choice? Like, you can give them a tail, not give them a tail? They had tails as an option. Okay, that's good, then. Yeah. Because later, Dragonborn with Critical Role, there were two different types of Dragonborn. There were ones with tails, ones without. Which I think is... I like that. For those who've been around the channel enough, Korn is one of the ones who have a tail, but the village that he grew up in, none of them had tails. If you have the option, why wouldn't you want to give them the tail? Thank you, Joe. If you have the option, I'm just saying, it's the better option. Sorry, I am so hot right now. It's so hot in this room. I need to open a window or something. Exactly. Because I know some people who are like really rules as written D&D players. They're like, actually, I hate when people give Dragonborn tails because they don't have tails. You know, there is a type that has a tail. Just depends on what version of D&D you're playing. If you can have a tail, you should have a tail. Give them a nub. Corn had a nub for a while. He's got a proper tail now. Oh, I haven't had time to tell you guys. Okay, because I played... Right now, like, so the campaign with Corn has ended. It's pretty much ended. We're just doing, what do you call it? We're doing, like, epilogues now. And it's 2 years later. And because Corn physically is technically 16 during the campaign, or it's 2 to 3 years later. Within the campaign, Corn was physically 16, then 17, so he's 19 in this epilogue. He's physically 19, so he's big. Which was like... So I drew Corn big. He's not quite an adult yet. He's getting there, though. But no, Big Corn is... He's the same height as... Still shorter than his dad, but tall as most of the party. Which is like... Like, first epilogue, he looked like this. This to this. This is nuts. This, like... You know. My son is growing up. My boy. My boy's grown up. Which is, like, nuts. And, like, hi, Vin! But no, he's growing up, and then the third epilogue, he's gonna be even bigger. Which is, like, he's gonna be taller than Pierce. He's gonna be taller than his dad. By the end. Short for a Dragonborn, but very tall, just in general. He's moving out soon? No. Not for a while. He won't be moving out for a while. Because even though he's physically 19, he still feels 11. Like, he still feels like a little kid, which is, like, that's gonna mess him up later down the line. But, you know, that's not for current writing. Thought he was green. You thought Corn was green? Where did you think Corn was green? No, Corn's a black Dragonborn. Corn's a black Dragonborn, so that means he spits acid. I don't know where did you get green? Did you get magically aged or something? No. So Corn's whole backstory was that he was raised as a super weapon in a war, like as a bioweapon. He was essentially born and bred to be a weapon. And then at one point he was taken from said, like, he was like a bioweapon for like 8 years. And then he was taken from said, like, encampment and then brought to one of, like, the, like a refugee village. And then was continued to be raised there. But all his memories were wiped, so he essentially reverted back down to, like, being born again. So it was like he was already 8 years old, but because all of him was wiped, he essentially went back to 0. So he lost, like, 8 years of his life. And he has the mentality of somebody who is 8 years younger, but physically he is 8 years older. It was like a whole thing. My mental image, I hadn't seen the colored version of him. No, he's black. So he's a black Dragonborn. Such a sucker for built as a living weapon backstories. I didn't even write that one. That one was like... You know what I wrote? For my DM, I told him, I was like, okay, Corn's rage. So, again, D&D people, he is a totem barbarian. Totem of the bear. Because, of course, Corn is my very first D&D character, so I was too scared to play anything different. Totem of the Bear Barbarian, but his rage is flavored, so it isn't necessarily always angry. It's just a really strong bout of emotion. And depending on what the emotion is, he either loses his memory or keeps it. So when he is angry or when he's really excited, he loses his memory, but if he's afraid or sad, then he keeps it. So, like, I told my DM that, I'm like, I want him to lose his memory sometimes when he rages. I don't want to know why, though. You come up with that. I want to see what you come up with. And he was like, okay. It said the way that he wrote it was like, it's like, even though your brain doesn't remember, your body does, was what he wrote it as. Which is, like, horrible and terrifying. But, you know, poor boy. He struggled with it a lot. Like, I wrote him to, like, really, really struggle with feeling really, really guilty. Because he also figured out that, like, it killed, like, 217 people. While he was in, like, while he was a bioweapon. Like, people who didn't deserve it. Because he was a bioweapon raised on the wrong side of a war, essentially. He was raised for a... What was it? It was a genocide that he was part of, technically. Yeah, it's fish time! You think I'm gonna properly draw fish? You're crazy. This is the superior way to draw fish. Yes. I'm not gonna look up how to draw a fish. This is the fish that you're getting. They look like goldfish crackers, and that's correct. That's so much power for a GM. Oh yeah. The way that I write, I don't really like I'm a very, like, quote-unquote traditional writer. I don't like, giving up control easily. So the way that I do it is the way that I give my GM control is I write a huge, like, amount of information and then leave the biggest plot hole ever and say, okay, that's you now. Like, I'll write like 20 plus pages and then I'll leave the biggest plot hole ever and I'm like, all right, that's not for me to know. That's for you to come up with. And that's how I do it with my GMs, because I'm like, if I don't, then I'm gonna end up coming up with it, and I can't do that. You think the golem names all the fish? Usually golems are not sentient, but we'll say that this one is, and yeah, we'll say that he names them. I like to think that they're all named after, different types of coral. In Minecraft, in my little aquarium, I have a little school of fish, and there's 5 of them, and I have them named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in different languages. Because I think that's funny. If you have a good GM, you have given that kind of power, can be amazing. No, my GMs, both of them, all 3 of them, sorry, 3 of them, all 3 of them, amazing. I love all 3 of them. I think that they're all fantastic. One of them is my partner, and then I have one who GMs for Corn, and then I have one who GMs for Etalon, who is my robot girl, my Warforged. Etalon, who is my Warforged. Neptune, who is my Pokemon campaign trainer. That's the one that my partner DMs, and then Corn is the one that another friend of mine DMs. All 3 of them are really good DMs, so I am comfortable leaving stuff like that in their hands. Using goldfish crackers on the desk as a reference. They're actually not even traditional goldfish crackers. They're the, what do you call it? They're the goldfish graham crackers. Which, if you guys have not tried the goldfish graham crackers, I highly suggest that you do. They're the best things ever. The rainbow ones? No. Goldfish graham crackers. They're petit gâteau à vanille. No. Vanilla cupcake. They're so good. The goldfish baked graham snacks. Yeah, goldfish graham crackers. Baked with real vanilla extract and no artificial colors or flavors. Vanilla cupcake flavor. Yeah, they're really good. I love them a lot. The chocolate ones are pretty good too, but the vanilla cupcake ones are superior. Hello, welcome in. I know the rainbow ones are technically all the same flavors. I swear they're different. They're not different, but I love them. They are not different flavors, but I do agree that they're amazing. I ended up making a cheat chain, but this is goldfish. Amazing. I love goldfish crackers. They're so good. Like, I love the... What if I expand? I love the graham crackers, and they're superior, but I also just love the base crackers, too. They're really good. Hi, hello. Use the Weezer blue. No, I didn't even think about that. Okay, what am I gonna do? Okay. Had to think for a second. I lost my train of thought. Alright, what's the best? None of them taste any different, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that, like, he's got... I should really make a separate layer for the water. I'll do that after I finish in the... Pierogies? Yeah, I love pierogies. I love potato pierogies. Love the goldfish with design so babies don't choke on their snacks. So is it actually? That's really funny. I love that. Polska. I have no clue what that is. But I was talking to my students today actually about, like, what do you call it? Like, what our favorite music artists are and stuff like that. Because I listen to, like, everything under the sun. So I'm like, Poland and Polish. Oh, okay. Yeah, no clue. I do not speak Polish. I am not Polish and I do not speak Polish. But, you know, learn something new every day. But, you know, I was talking to my students today about, like what... like, their favorite music artists are, and I got to gush about Porter Robinson again, so I'm content. I was originally going to add kelp. There was going to be kelp right here, but I didn't like how it looked, so I changed it to sponge coral. I am Polish, very delicious food. I'm Filipino, and I'm Filipino, Chinese, and, like, I am, like, however, my favorite culture of food is Italian. I love Italian. I'm really biased towards Japanese as well, but I'm, like, I do love me a good Filipino dish. I love me a good Chinese dish. I want to go back to dim sum, man. It's been a bit since I've been to dim sum. Does the golem name the coral as well? Great question. I don't know. Perhaps. Okay, I'm too lazy to color this all in properly. Yeah. Should have expanded by 2. There we go. Pesto. I love me some good pesto. Jessie doesn't get to talk about Porter at least once a day. She will implode and take all the universe with us. No, because my friend started playing Porter music yesterday, and they played, like, the music video for Musician, and I was like, you guys need to look up the breakdown for Musician, like, how he sampled Kiro Bonito's voice for the main, like, sound. So good. I was like, what? It's mind-boggling. Brain coral. What does that look like? It's orange. Orange, yellow. It's like yellow, but like these are yellow and orange already. I can make it greenish. Let's make it greenish. Greenish yellow. Oh! Oops. Okay, wait. Sponge coral. Oh, some of it's purple. Okay, we're gonna make this purple. Or this is gonna be purple now. We're gonna make this one the yellow one. We're gonna make this purple. Purple. We love a good fixation. Purple. Atlantis has the best food in Europe. I don't know. Yeah, I'd agree. I don't know any other food in Europe. Maybe I do, and I just don't know. Podcast called Malevolent. I only know the Disney movie. I'm glad for you, though. I am so, like, the only podcast that I regularly keep up with now is the Smosh reading Reddit stories one. I don't know. I like listening to, like, a bunch of 30-year-olds give me advice, essentially. It's comforting in a way. It's made by one man. He does all the voices, sound effects, and plot writing as well as soundtrack. That's hype. Love that. Okay, I shouldn't make it look this, like, robotic, because brain coral is, like, you do be looking like brains. So it's very, like... As somebody who listened to the Magnus Archives, I remember watching a playthrough for... Well, I listened to the Magnus Archives, I also listened to, like, the No Sleep podcast, and I was watching a playthrough for, Slay the Princess, and I heard Nicole Goodnight, and I was like, ooh, I know this voice. I was like, I don't remember your name, and I'm like, I need to confirm who it is. And I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, see, I knew it. I'm like, I remember you from the No Sleep podcast because I would recognize how she sounds afraid, like, anywhere. And then I looked up the rest of the cast and it was Jonathan Sims. And I was like, Jonathan Sims? I'm like, he does the rest of the male voices, which is, like, you know, that's, you know, a good, like... way to tell how, like, talented he is. Recently I got Undertale for 99 cents on Steam, and I was so excited to finally play it. It's not on my 2025 bingo card that I get so hyper excited on that game. You just played Undertale. Okay, so you're just like my partner. Because he had also never played it before, and all of us were like, you've never played Undertale? You would love that game. And he's like, no, I never got around to it. And we're like, you gotta play it. But I remember playing Undertale when it was new. That game is life-changing. It's so funny. I love that game so much. Toby Fox... What a guy. Toby Fox, I love people saying that Toby Fox is like the one of the biggest underdog stories ever. Cause he made Undertale, no advertising for it at all. And it blew up and became one of the biggest like phenomena like ever. And then now bro writes music for Pokemon. And it's like, what? Again, Undertale being known for its amazing soundtrack. That's so cool. In the house, like carpet. You to buy it on the next sale. Yeah, it's a good time. I remember playing it the first time. I was hooked. Undertale is how my best friend and I like bonded at first. It was like we were both so into Undertale. See, this is why we learn to interact and have favorites without acknowledging the fandom. I promise, it does wonders for your mental health. I want the sand to have different colors because I think that it's fun. It'll add a little bit of variety to the sediment. I think it makes it silly. It feels very Splatoon in a way, which I kind of enjoy. You know what I mean? Oh, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is too difficult for me. I did appreciate it, though. Hollow Knight was really cool. I played a little bit of it, and I was... I can't get past the first Hornet fight. And I'm like, you know what? I think I've met my match. I cannot do it. No, yeah, I love Splatoon. I remember I was one of the first players because I played Splatoon 1 like crazy. I became like back when Splatoon's max level cap was level 20. I was a really toxic player. And it's what taught me that I should not be playing competitive games. Oops. Love Splatoon. Yeah, I love Splatoon. Never played it, looks like a ton of fun. It is. Usually whenever I play Splatoon, I play like the story mode, and then like I play a little bit, like a couple online matches, and that's usually all I do. Once I finish the story mode, then I kind of put down the game and like don't play it. But yeah, I have a little bit too much rage, I think. Plus, you just trade music and fashion design. Oh no, Splatoon fashion, Kevin. Splatoon fashion. I wish I looked like the Squid Kids. I wish. I wish. I will never be as cool as the people living in Splatoon, and that saddens me deeply. Splatoon competitive? Yeah, yeah. Splatoon has ranked. Splatoon has ranked play. My favorite Magnus character was Martin. When I watched the Magnus archives, it was Martin. Splatoon is a dress-up game in disguise. Your outfit actually, you can get better stats depending on what clothes you have. I'm an MK8D esports player. I have no clue what that means, but I believe you. It has the same energy as my friend the other night was like one of my partner asked them, they were like, what game you playing, man? And they go, I am unfortunately playing League of Legends. And everyone was like, no, dude, no. Why would you do that? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe esports play. That's a thing? Amazing. Yeah, no, I don't play Mario Kart with people anymore. I'm like, if I'm gonna play Mario Kart, it's gonna be on my own. I don't. I'm a danger. With people? Yeah, no, I don't. I play it on my own. I play Mario Kart with my fam, but it ends relationships. That's real. I'll play against the computer. I will not play with people that I love. You have any horror scary games? I love horror. Phasma was not that scary. Oh man. I haven't played a horror game in a while. My personal favorite horror game of all time is Faith. the Unholy Trilogy. Because I'm just like, I love creative horror so much. I've been meaning to play Mouthwashing. I really enjoy psychological horror as well. What else? Bloodborne is not horror. Bloodborne makes you so angry that you forget that you're fighting monsters. A gun with one bullet. I have the body of a pig. Faith is great. Hold on, Nintendo, I can't be past the first boss. What do you mean first boss? There aren't any bosses in Faith. What boss? What version of Faith are you playing? Mortis. Yeah, no, it's great. I love Faith. What else? Yeah, I've been meaning to play Mouthwashing. Oh, the demon, yeah. I mean, if you've almost beat her, you're almost done the first game. Really, that there was a game that I really liked back when it was newer. I think it's called Dishonored or something like that. I don't know. It was a banned Taiwanese game, I think. Nothing will ever scare me as much as PT Silent Hill did. That one really, like, I was away from I was watching a playthrough and that, like, hurt me to pieces. I couldn't watch it. Love Dredge. Dredge was cool. Even though it's not really scary, but it's considered horror. There's one where they're stuck on an oil rig. I really liked the ending was meh. I really liked the monster in that one, though. PT Silent Hill was disgustingly scary. I'll forever be sad that they didn't finish that one. What's the white? That's like sea. It's like they're like waves. So his hands are like waves. It's like the edges of the ocean. Oh, Chilla's games. Yeah, those are pretty good. Love those. Yeah, it's Seafoam. Senna looks like his... Still Wakes the Deep. I think that's it. That's the one! Yep, it Still Wakes the Deep. Great one. Love that one. I love the monster in that one. A little disappointed by the ending, but that's okay. I'm trying to think what other... Give me names of games that you guys like. Give me horror game names that you guys like, and I'll see if I've played them or if I like... or if I like them or not. Give me names. I'll see if I know them. 'Cause I'm somehow struggling right now. I was talking about how I really enjoy, like, ARGs and Unfiction today, actually, so... There's another thing, if you want to throw those at me. Minecraft! Soma! Soma was a classic, yeah. Corpse Party's overrated. Sorry. Little Nightmares! Love Little Nightmares. Yeah, I've played both 1 and 2. Fantastic game. Love the designs. Excited for the 3rd one. Illusion Carnival. Don't know that one. I also don't know Fear and Hunger. Hang on. It's an RPG. Okay. Yeah, no, never heard of this one. And then Fear and Hunger. Oh, never seen this one before. Interesting, interesting. Oh, this is like... Oh, this is like classic, like, RPG. Oh, this gives, like, Mad Father. Aoni. Ib. Terraria. You know, never played Terraria. Watched a playthrough of Aoni and that game looked terrifying. Aoni, yeah, at the time, Aoni was horrifying. I remember when it was like a big trend to play it, and like those early 2000s JRPGs were no joke, dude. Aoni, Mad Father, like that whole like again like Ib, the Hanged Man, like that whole like era of like JRPG horror, like game maker horror, undefeated. That stuff was so good. Oh, I know Enter the Gungeon is not a horror game. Yeah. Enter the Gungeon is a classic. I played, like, something that has similar mechanics. I played Turnip Boy Robs a Bank, and it's, like, really similar to Enter the Gungeon. Except it's a turnip. He's a turnip, and he robs a bank. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, it's chill. We're not really doing anything too intense right now. What other scary games do I know that I really enjoyed? You know what? I did really like Resident Evil Village. I thought that one was really good, too. I liked the critters. I thought they were cool. I like the characters a lot. It's like a water creature. Thank you. I'm doing my best. Oh, I've also been wanting to play Zoocosis. Yeah. I've been meaning to play that one too. It looks really good. I'm excited. I love critters too much, yeah. I get that. Even in Minecraft, I'm like, I don't like killing the animals. Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. I remember when Spooky's House of Jump Scares was new as well. Classic. Hey, anything that has to do with hurting animals, it hurts me. That's real. I get that. Sorry, don't mind me as I try to fix things. You sure others, or are we just starting? We're only gonna do a water one today. We're not doing anything other than the water one. Like, just based on, like, what I'm thinking, I don't think I'll have time to do more than just the one. So don't worry, you haven't missed anything. I am at current, just trying to figure out how I want to do this. Chicken jockey. My friends have been non-stop saying that. It's inescapable. Chicken jockey. Yeah, he's gonna have two little dot eyes. I'm still just trying to... Hang on. So I focused him. No, because it's genuinely like... I can't escape it. I cannot escape it. Some witch created this golem just because she wanted to be able to take her fish tank with her when she travels. Yeah! I like that. You're old, you don't get things anymore. It's a Minecraft movie, bro! You haven't heard anything from the Minecraft movie? You're crazy. Chicken Jackie. Hang on, I need to reference my own work to see how I drew water this other time. I haven't seen anything from the Minecraft movie mostly on purpose. You're missing out. Chicken jockey. Watching a tutorial. No, I have another piece that I did a long time ago. And like I really like the way that I did the water on that one. I reference that all the time. Self-referencing is so real, yeah. Sometimes I just don't know, man. My favorite book? That's hard. I've got a lot of really good books that I like. I still haven't finished it. My current favorite book, I think, right now is Piranesi. Because I'm really enjoying it. Then you need to calm down. It's wild, yeah, that's a wild sentence. Piranesi? No, Piranesi. 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 It's a name. Pibanesi. Which one did line art leave you? Line art's fun. I mean, I've kind of adopted the more comic-y style more recently. Like the one where I let the water help. I do the lines do a lot of the talking. It's the shadows, it's the forms, it's everything, and it's. I think it's cool. Favorite book is The Sun and the Star. Interesting. I don't know that one. Should have done this in another. Love combining colored and black liner. I do that sometimes too, yeah. Sorry, don't mind me as I erase all of this. The refraction of the water, yeah. I'm thinking, because I don't know if I like that. I'm like, I could just like... Because technically he is just like a big blob, right? And it wouldn't make a lot of sense if I, like... Oh my god! Stop! For a second. It'll crash out. I just need to stop texting. I'm too popular. They gotta stop texting me. God. I'm just too cool. These fans these days, yeah, my dad and my friends sending me videos on Instagram. No. No. Instagram spamming, yeah, no, it's okay, I do the same thing. I get spammed so much on Instagram, it's insane, yeah. It's okay, it's just, it's only people I know. Fish made me think of seeing Ponyo from Ponyo on the Cliff by the Sea popping on some... What? Your fish made me think I'll be seeing Ponyo from Ponyo on the Cliff by the Sea popping out somewhere, lol. Oh! Fish made me think I'll be seeing Ponyo from Ponyo on the Cliff by the Sea popping out somewhere. Make me think I'll see the fish from... Make me think of the... Okay. Yes. Sorry. Give me a second. I needed to think of what that meant. I love Ponyo. Ponyo was my very first Ghibli film, actually. And it's changed me ever since. And my standards have forever been set. Ghibli movies are crazy because it's like, my least favorite Ghibli movie is Totoro, which is like, it's like, whoa, really? And I'm like, yeah, because Totoro is still like a solid, like, 8.5 out of 10. Like, it's the worst one, but that's just because none of them are bad. And kind of see it. Yeah, it's like, it's the worst one, but it's not bad at all, you know? It's one of those ones where it's like, it's the worst one because I had to pick one. Or it's my least favorite because I had to pick one. The ones that I actually think sucked, I don't even count. Which is, Tales of Earthsea, because that movie sucked. But I kind of just pretend that that one didn't happen. I refuse to watch Earwig and the Witch. I just don't. I'm not gonna ruin it for myself. I just hit my knee, bro. You know the plankton like me. Hang on. This is this is me right now, bro. You're joking. That's me right now, bro. Ow. It's okay. I'll live. You're joking. This is super cartoony water. I'm not going for anything like proper right now. Ah! Sorry! I hit my microphone. I apologize. That might have sounded very loud. This stream suddenly got so scuffed. What just happened? Slammed your knee again, no. At least it wasn't my knee, that's true. My knee's safe for now. One of those days, yeah, genuinely. Okay, actually, I don't like how this looks. Let's... Those darn fans! I hit my mic again. I'm so sorry. This time it was at the end of my pen. Oh my god. It really is one of those days. hazard pay for this. That's funny. No, I don't. That's why I like that. Just making sure we're all awake. Yeah, I'm just waking you up real quick. My random bouts of laughter. Put him with the fishes. Watch this. This is gonna be magic. You getting this? You getting this? Should I do overlay? On topic, sometimes when I'm bored, I doodle on the game on Roblox called Free Draw. I always feel the confident drawing on it. Tried making the pen on Krita and the confidence. Yeah, sometimes you just like the look of a pen. I get it. That's me with my chisel. I'm in love with my chisel brush. Hello, Broken. Okay, wait, hang on, actually. Time I stubbed my toe while drawing. Oh, ow. $8,000 already? What's 8,000? Oh, what does a chisel brush do? Well, chisel brush is just a brush that like has a. It's mimicking the chisel tip of like a marker, so it's like an angled rectangle essentially. It just looks nice. You can change what it looks like based on the angle of your like finger or the angle that you hold the pen at. It looks really good. Oh, 8K Discord! Ah, wow! Yeah, whoa. Exclamation point Discord. Go hang out. Go say hi to the other people. I swear we just got to 7K? I have no clue. I do not keep up with the numbers. Hello, Mr. Halfsaid. Welcome in. Welcome back. What I miss? Water golem. Guys, I think there's an epic guy here. Epic guy alert. Or a free brush on there you recommend? No clue! I don't really use CSB. I'm working with Photoshop. My chisel brushes I did pay for. They were like $5, but you can get chisel brushes anywhere. Like they're not like hard to find. Pretty much every program where you can upload brushes or like get custom brushes, they will have a chisel brush. Because lots of storyboard artists use chisel brushes. They're just really good. Hee-hee! Look at that! Wow! Yeah, CSP's got some pretty good defaults. Yeah, you could easily... The CSP sword, yeah, 1000%. It should have a chisel. No way that it doesn't. Like, chisel brushes are just everywhere. Just making this a little bit less harsh. Coloring in the lines a little bit. Just makes it look nicer, I think. They're so unorganized. I have 80 and I don't know which ones I need to get to. Name your layers! Oh my lord! I was telling my students today that it's so much better if you name your layers. I have never been the type who's like, I have 80 layers and none of them are named. Like, I am very, like, I am going to name my layers no matter what. I've always been, like, even when I was younger, I'm been very, very organized and diligent about my, like, look at my layers. All of them are named. The only one that hasn't been named is background because it already has a name. Like, I am super diligent about naming my layers, and that's just because it's so much easier. Naming them, organizing them, it just makes for a cleaner workflow. It makes life so much easier. Name every layer past the rough sketch layer, and I only ever use 5 at most. Yeah, like, I'm not a very heavy, like, layer user to begin with. Like, I don't use, like, a ton of layers, especially if I'm working, like, with, like, personal stuff. Like, I don't tend to name layers like crazy. But, like, especially if I'm working for somebody else, and, like, they need the working file, I use a ton of layers, and I name them very, very diligently, so it's easy to navigate through. Because I'm, like, I do my best to be, like, a good, like, team member, quote-unquote. Like, I want to make sure that, like, I am making it easier for all the people who I work with. I'm like, here's what all the layers are called, this is what they're for. Like, here you go, you don't have to worry about it, kind of thing. It's just being a better artist for the other artists, essentially. I'm like, I'm not about to make your life harder. What a man. Yeah, I'd say, like, flats, lines, design notes, yeah. Naming layers, yeah. I have, like, yeah, CZ, like, on my side here. I have, like, my own naming conventions and stuff. Like, T, L-I, S-H, sand, D, doodle, you know, highlight. I'm like, I make sure that everything's named and it's easy to find. If I am, like, working for somebody else, I use, like, full words, though. Like, it's if it's the line art layer, it's called line art. Fish. 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 What a golem! What a funny guy! Okay, wait. White eyes? Or the blue eyes? I understand that the blue eyes are more, like, visible, but... Oh, what if I do... this... and just change the size of that. Sometimes you're too lazy to line more things. There we go! Let's just redo that real quickly. Oh my god, why can't I do circles? There we go. Yay! Silly guy. His name is Bubble. That's his name now. His name is Bubble. What a silly guy! His name is Bubble, because he is just a bubble. I really like I like how the legs look. I think that's cool. The way that it's like, because the shadow cuts this off here, makes it look like there's like a plane. So it's like, it essentially, what this does here, for those who are curious, this shadow here, this does what a waist belt would do on like a pair of pants. And it makes it so it emphasizes the roundness of the figure, so it makes it feel three-dimensional, So, like, if these were, like, pants, which, by the way, I gave him sand pants, just because it's, like, cut off here. But if these were, like, pants, then, like, this, like, waist belt here, like, tells us, like, okay, this is, like, a 3D form because of the curve, right? But because we can also see the back here, we get to see the full top of this quote-unquote cylinder. But yeah, it's like, there are little ways and hints and things like that that you can use to, like, show off the 3D-ness of a form. But yeah, it looks like he's got sand pants. He's got pants. Oh, I love this one, actually. I really like this one. Okay, that's good. I actually enjoy this one. He loves cylinders. He's gonna be so proud. I teach with cylinders all the time, too. I get that. His pants are sandy. I don't like sand. It's rough and it's coarse and it gets everywhere. We've got, what, 20 minutes left? I'll just do some sketches, why not? What kind of attacks would he do? He's friendly! No attacks! He is just a friend. Anakin would hate him! He just carries fishies around, yeah. He's just a friend! He's just a silly friend. I enjoy him greatly. I like to live, I like to think he leaves little, like, sandy footprints in places, and he doesn't mean to. So he will leave the sandy footprint, but then he will offer to clean it up, too. Like, he won't say anything, but he will just, like, clean it up. Because he doesn't want to leave a mess. Why does this have a mask? No. We're gonna do my fun trick. Copy it. Blur, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Blur the lines a little bit. Lower the opacity. And it gives it a kind of silly, a little dreamier look. It just kind of makes it look, gives it just a smidge of extra texture. I enjoy him greatly. I've pretty much finished the illustrations, so now I'm just kind of, I'll doodle this guy. So I'll ask again, how are you guys doing? What's the vibe today? This is a little trick that I do sometimes. If I need the current file as a reference, you can open it as another window, put it off to the side, and it'll update live, but you can move around this one, and this one is unaffected. Slept for most of the day. Art school is tiring. Real. Yeah. As somebody who used to go to art school, yeah. So cool. I don't know that. Oh, this has been a function for a long time. Yeah, yeah. Fixing a furry Silent Hill game jam game. That is a sentence and a half. I hope you have fun. Good luck. Bubble with a frog. Yes. And all the other fishies are curious. They're curious about the frog. Using Photoshop since most of you were born and had no clue. Yeah, I learned that a long time ago. I think I've been doing that since I was a kid, so. Close the window now. Okay, wait, give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Just like it'll be like a minute. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, hi. Sorry, I needed to go to the bathroom so bad, dude. Riot madness. Hi. Can the fish be used to help it express emotions? Eyebrows. That's very funny. Sure. He's giving the fish a hug. Fish hug time. Yay! I feel like his lily pad hat he wears, his frog friend just jumps up there. He's carrying the frog away. He's like, no, you do not. You cannot be here. Yes. Silly guy. His name's Bubble. This is so funny. I love it. This is more than I expected out of this. I like this a lot. Sorry, I'm very entertained. This evil giggly. He's just so silly. Same spells as bubble or bubble? Bubble, just like the word. B-U-B-B-L-E. Bubble. Am I doing a fire one? Nah, I've got 10 minutes left here. We get a quick explanation of how to use the graph for the rule of thirds. I saw it blink for a moment. Oh! This? This is the cropping tool on Photoshop. It just so happens to have a rule of thirds built in. This is just the cropping tool. Only Photoshop has the rule of thirds pop up when you crop the thing, I think. That's a Photoshop thing. Yes, it's a cool feature. Yeah, it's just a crop tool. For those who don't know the rule of thirds, it's just split the canvas into thirds and into a 3x3 grid, and the places that the lines intersect are usually where you want your focal points to be at. Can have soda too, yeah. Yeah, no, it's just the crop. Yeah, consider it like tic-tac-toe, but you ignore the squares themselves. Yeah. I can do that with paper, I just fold it. You really shouldn't fold your artwork, though. Like, it's a tool for artists, but you're not gonna, like... Oops. You're not gonna, like, fold your canvas, I guess. It's certainly very difficult if you work with a tablet to fold. Folding my tablet at the moment. Time to break the screen. Folding my tablet at the moment. Do not fold your tablet. I did that with my iPad, and it turns out I don't have a warranty. You know what? That would be an issue, yeah. Why is it sparkling? He just enjoys it. It's one of those concepts that doesn't click for me yet. I see. Interesting, when the golem got mad at something, the sand stirs up and makes him more cloudy. Yeah, it would be really cute. I feel like he would want to keep the fish as safe as possible, though, so he would do his best to not get angry, so the water doesn't become... So the water stays clean for the fish. So he would do his best to stay calm. Boiled fish, no! No boiled fish. Seagulls. Silly. I've drawn a seagull maybe once in my life, and it wasn't even a proper seagull. It was an Arakocra. The fish are attacking. Oh, they're curious. They're like, what are these strange legs? Are they food? You ever seen that video of like the guy, like the deep sea diver, and there's like a bunch of crabs around him, and like there's like the robot voice. It's like grab, 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 grab. Food, 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 food. Is hand, 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 hand. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It was really popular. Grab, 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 grab. It was great. Yeah, the scuba diver edit, yeah. It's such a good video. Haven't seen that, but it makes me think of the one of the bunch of crabs that escaped an airport luggage pickup. I've seen that one! I love the one that it's like a New York subway and a woman had a bag full of live crabs and she was like desperately trying to put them into a different bag and there's just an old man holding one out like a business card. I love that video so much. Bro was so casual about it. It's just like, please take your crab. It's so good. I love that video so much. Like he's holding it like it's like she's like on the ground desperately trying to like put the crabs back in the bag and he's holding the crab like a business card. Like it's like bro was holding it like this. Like between two fingers. Like this. Or no, he was like, hang on. It was like this. Like holding it like that. Like it's like one finger like this. Crab. Other finger behind. Thumb like this. And then like his face. It was so funny. And then the crab. You know? It's so funny. He's holding it like a business card. I was losing my mind. It was so funny. The crab is surprisingly chill about it, yeah. No, the hand wasn't backwards. If he's facing like this, we've got it like this. This arm going like this. Thumb is pointed inwards like this. Yeah, no, that's right. Thumb is pointed inwards towards. This is correct. Like that. That's correct. I just found the video. Which one? The one with him on the subway? Oh no, you're all good. I wanted to check. I was like, I didn't draw backwards, did I? I had to like check for a second. I'm like, I didn't do that, did I? Oh, okay, it's 5. But hang on. Yay! Yay! Hooray! Alright, friends. That's what we're gonna call this stream. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's 5:02. Thanks so much for joining me today. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsor for the stream, XP Pen. We have an awesome selection of digital art tablets for both beginners and advanced artists. If you're looking for an affordable and reliable digital tablet, go browse their store. You'll find the link in the description of this video. If you don't know too much about us, if you're new here, hey, wingcanvas.com. check out the classes that we offer, wingcanvas.com. Check out those. We have just started the spring term. My 2 classes that I offer are Digital Art 2 and Digital Illustration Mentorship. One of them is a little bit tougher than the other. So if you're a little bit more advanced at digital art and just want to focus on that, Digital Art 2 is where you go. If you would rather have a more rounded portfolio-esque class, Digital Mentorship is where you want to go for me. There are other mentorship courses as well. Josh has a drawing and painting mentorship that focuses on drawing and painting. There are other classes as well, beginner digital art classes like Digital Art 1 that Iggy teaches. If you are new to digital art, you may want to join that one instead. This file that you see in front of you will be available as a JPEG on our Discord, !Discord, if you want to check out the JPEGs that are there and other past stream demos that are there for you to keep and take a look at once the stream is over. So feel free to take a look at those at the end of stream. But if you would like working files, you're going to have to join Patreon, become a Patreon member, or become a YouTube member for tons of perks. Like class recordings, working files, and if you become a school member, you'll have previous class recordings available there as well, and other asynchronous classes that you are able to take a look at. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, sorry, I'm so used to saying tomorrow, Monday evening, you guys will have Josh. Josh is going to be doing doing character rotations of your guys' characters, which is pretty cool, pretty epic. And then next week, Friday, you guys will have Iggy, who will be doing a paint over photo challenge. So make sure that you join us for next week, Saturday, with him. But yeah, come join us. All right. Thanks so much for joining, everybody. And I'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Au revoir. Bye-bye.